done the lesson. We did 3 different holes, all kind of below my feet, but out of different lies. So yeah, if you wanted to give a little recap on the 16th hole there, what you saw.
I think it was that first initial swing, looking at the head movement was the big thing that we kind of identified first. Making sure that that's going to be consistent, making sure it's staying steady. It was below your feet every time, but we talked a little bit about if the feet are above or below, on the right or left. So looking at that spine angle, I think it was a good start to get to the start of the lesson. But then looking at bunker play, looking at fescue, we really kind of brought it all together at the end. Connor, what did you see?
Yeah, I think it was all really good. First looking at what Connor has a tendency to do on the golf course in certain lies, and then looking at the adjustments that need to be made. One thing that I really enjoyed listening to and haven't heard yet was the using your shadow in the bunker. So just finding little things that you can obviously use for practice, but also that can be used when you're out playing on the course, just to help you with certain movements that you might have a tendency to do. So everything was very good. A lot of knowledge behind it, and I think it'll help you, with these certain situations when you're out playing. So
yeah, I totally agree. I think the bunker thing, like the shadow thing, I've never heard that. Putting a ball on each one of those spots and kind of seeing the head movement, because that's like something I said in the one lesson that I struggle with all the time, just in my regular full swing, is keeping my head still. So kind of working on that on the drill, so it doesn't have to just pertain to these uneven lies. And then also here on 18, when we were talking about the fescue shot and kind of coming across it a little bit more, so that might lead to me clubbing up a little bit more and definitely playing a fade, but which is my regular shot shape anyways. So that was a good little tidbit. I didn't realize Ernie Els was such a student of the game like that.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
He's still a good player though.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you guys picked up on that. I do that quite a bit with even beginner lessons, to make sure that their head movement, because a lot of people, they think they're generating a lot of power going back and forth, but it's something you don't have to be on the golf course to do.
Yeah.
You can look at your shadow at any point. I mean, all you need is the sun, and then just see when you're turning that rotation, how is your head moving? Because if your head's going to stay still, it's going to increase your consistency. Obviously, you want to eliminate all those inconsistencies, and that lateral movement here is going to make sure that you got to get back to that starting point, and that's going to be a tough thing to do if you're moving too much this way, or even up and down.
Absolutely.
So something that you guys can incorporate with your lessons as well, but also at the same time, if you feel like you're chunking it, thinning it, take a quick peek at that, put those balls around your shadow, and just see how it goes.
I think, talking about the head movement really reinforced the idea of controllability in my swing, which is one of the biggest things I would say for anybody's golf swing, is just having a lot of control. And then as far as looking at it vividly, so we talked about kind of on 16, the first hole, where it was more we were looking at the vividness of the hole and where exactly I should aim, whereas on the bunker shot we were looking exactly where I should be hitting in the sand. And then as far as the fescue, it was more of kind of looking at the lie and judging what I should do, whether I should punch out or go for the green type of thing in those situations.
I like that, just because you're not going to be ultra accurate.
Thank you, Nate, for teaching me today, and thank you, Connor, for tagging along and having a little bit of input there.
Thanks for having me.
Had a lot of fun, and we'll maybe do it some other time.
Sounds good.
On video.
Thanks, guys.